This MHS instructional video. In this tutorial, we're going to be looking at the workbook element in your curriculum and how to send that out to your students, whether it be the actual workbook or the solutions to the questions in the workbook. So the first thing we're going to do if we're going to do this task is look right here and make sure we're working with the class we want. I only have one class in this account, but you may have several under the same grade. So it's important to make sure that you're working with the class you want to send this content to. Once we're happy with that, we'll go down and find the section of the workbook we want to send. So whether that be the skill builder section, a classroom investigation, or the workout section. So by clicking here, this will simply open the PDF element, and I'll be able to look at what's in this section of the workbook. If I want to send this to the students, I simply go over here to Assign Work and pick the dates. So this first element here in the workout section, it'll be the same for the in-class investigations and the skill builder section. This first element will actually send the document. So it'll send the document that we just looked at with the space for the kids to answer the problems. The second will be sending the solutions. So if your students are under the workbook package and you just want to send solutions out, this is probably the one you're concerned with. So what we'll do here is we'll pick the start date. So we'll go over here and click on this icon. As we can see here, it's defaulted to the 25th. So if I want my students to see the solutions for today's date, the 22nd, I need to make sure I click on this and pick the 22nd. I'm just going to pick the 21st because I want the students to receive this right away. The next thing to be mindful of is the default due date. Now, the due date is defaulted to 3 days after the start date. We might want to push that back, given that we're now releasing this to the students and we want them to have access to it. This will simply store this in their account. We'll look at that a little bit later once we send this out. So you might want to go ahead and push that back, let's say to February 18th, just because I want them to have lots of time to go through these solutions. Again, that's entirely up to you. I just want you to be mindful of the defaults in this window. So once I'm ready, I go ahead and click Assign Solution, and it's been sent out to my students. So if we go to Assignments, Manage Assignments, we'll be able to see this workbook assignment in our list of assignments. So everything under Manage Assignments is broken down here. I just go to Workbook Assignments, and I'll scroll. We sent this out, this one right here, Workbook Section Solutions. We sent it out on the 21st, and it's due on the 18th. This is just one way to make sure that it was successfully sent to all your students, so this is recorded here. So if you really want to make sure that all your students did get the solutions, you can simply log into one of their accounts. So if I go down here to View Login Info, and I pick the class I want to look at, and I'll just pick a student at random. So Eric Lowe, that's typically one I use all the time. So Lowe Eric is the username and password. So I'll log out here and just log in with that. And we can see our assignment here from the solutions to the workout section, and it's due on February 18th, 2016. So now we're very comfortable and we know that Eric and all the other students in this class have access to this workout section. I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at dan@mathhelpservices.ca.